It's the start of a new day in the North Pennines as I cross the county border, heading towards some warning notices. Reading them, don't worry, I'm not heading there today. Instead, I turn around. But where am I heading now?
And a good morning again from the North Pennines. Now, for anyone who's wondering, all these signs over here, that is one of the, shall we say, only of two official routes to the summit of Mickle Fell, up and over, and that's the way you have to go in. And those are all the warning notices. It's red flag flying, live firing day not allowed on. You have to apply for a permit as well. So I'm not going up there, obviously. In fact, I'm going the opposite route, the opposite way. Now, I'm going to be honest, this A is going to be short because B, the weather is supposed to turn nasty. Originally, I was going to do this route in reverse, so therefore there will be a big finish at the end. Instead, there's going to be a big beginning, and then at the end, it might quieten down a bit. But such is the weather. But it's nice to be back in this very, very short time period of nice weather, because at the moment in July in the UK in 2023 it has been awful, absolutely awful. Any day when I've had time available to come out, it's either been absolutely lashing down with rain or gale force winds. So I've been thinking, well, there's not much point in going out. I mean, I've had sites for wild camping in my head for absolutely ages now, and there's just been no point. No point. So today, like I say, this will be a short one because I think in 5 hours the heavens open. I mean, I've got a coat, but it doesn't make for good video. So where am I? Well, if I can spin it around a bit, obviously my car's down there. This here is the county border between Durham and Cumbria. Over there is Mickle Fell. I don't know if you can see in the distance over there, way over there with a little cairn on the top, that's Standards, and all of that is Lunedale. Where am I heading? Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet. So, onwards we go. I'm not going to lie, it's been a while since I've been out here, and I have missed those views. It's good to be back. Definitely nice to be back.
Yes, I have missed these views. It has been too long. As I start to follow this fence, where am I heading?
Not gonna lie, I am well out of practice. Never mind, not long to go. To the first one anyway.
The ascent, although quite short, is surprisingly steep. Thankfully, it's not too hard before I reach the top.
And here we are at the summit of Iron Band.
And the view from the summit, well, as always, impressive. With views across Stainmore Common into the Yorkshire Dales, and back into Balderdale and Lunedale.
So, here I am, Iron Band. It's a nice view. What am I doing here? Well, I've mentioned Iron Band before. All I've got to do is find something. So, here we are, near the summit of Iron Band and the third Curry Stool. So there's obviously one here on Iron Band, one over on near the summit of Bink Moss, and the other one at Hurtship Fell, which I can't actually see from here due to Mickle Fell. And somebody has actually left this walking pole here to try and make it a little more easy to find, because there is some variation and where people say it is. Grid references are normally good. If you want my opinion, the summit of Iron Band is over there. I would say this is about 200 metres west of the summit. Some people say north, but I think it's more west, because obviously Lake District in the background. So, for the first time ever, I would say on YouTube, we have now covered all 3 Curry Stools in the North Pennines in England, at Bink Moss, Hurtship Fell, and now Iron Band. Fascinating stuff.
For the first time ever on YouTube, all 3 Curry Stools in England shown in the same video. The one at Bink Moss, Hurtship Fell, and now the one on Iron Band. The completion of a quest.
Yes, for anybody who's wanting a reference point, I've come back to the summit of Iron Band, which, by the way, is well marked. You can see Lunedale over here. The Curry Stool, there's the summit there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. You see the ridge of that hill there, heading towards the lakes. You can see where this track runs, and it's literally the marker next to the track as it runs in roughly a straight line. So if anybody wants to know where it is, it's that area. So where am I heading next? Well, everyone seems to think that I have an affinity for bog walking, and I haven't actually got me gaiters with us today, but apparently I'm heading somewhere where it has the possibility of a squelch fest. So it looks promising already. Let's go and have a visit of Dow Crag. Now that's a pleasant view. Because what we have, I can see Selset Reservoir leading to Grassholm Reservoir in Lunedale. Over here I can see Boulder Head Reservoir in Balderdale, and then in distance there I can see Goldsborough and then Shacklesborough. And now, out of the way of the wind, it's definitely time for some lunch.
Lunch is grabbed, and then it back on with the rucksack, and time to head on to my next destination.
With Dow Crag in the background, lunch grabbed, and it's starting to cloud over. It is expected. I reckon I've got about another hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the rain comes. So where am I heading now? Well, I'm heading towards somewhere called Slate Moss Quarry, and then from there down to North Stainmore. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is still very impressive to look at around here. And as far as I'm aware, there is at least one surprise left to come. So, just gotta find out where I can cross this fence. Anyway, onwards, and let's see what we can find.
The hike along Stainmore Common is quite pleasant, with views for miles around and grouse butts getting ready for the season ahead. Quite a lot of heather bashing, but dry, and ruined sheepfolds, which are still gorgeous to look at. It isn't long before I'm getting close to my second destination.
And that is an impressive view. Not bad at all.
With views to the Howgill Fells and the Lake District, I continue my slow descent down towards North Stainmore. That view, always impressive.
Right on time, here comes the rain. It's starting to spit onto rain now. It's supposed to get very heavy very quickly. I was hoping for a nice surprise actually, some nice waterfalls, but it looks like they're being fenced off. Difficult to get to, so I've decided to give them a miss. Like I said, they're not named, it's just waterfalls, so I'll assume they're okay to look at, but they might not have been absolutely magnificent. Never mind, for now it's a 4-mile trudge on tarmac back to the car. I mean, if anything interesting pops up, don't worry, it'll be on this video. But for now, as I trudge along this road, let's see what pops up. For anyone wondering, yes, the heavens have opened. I've had to get the waterproof out. You can see some rain in the valleys still. But now it's this road, which is a 3-mile hike round the flanks of Iron Band. So tempted to go up and over, but no. Never mind. Still nice scenery though. Just keep one foot in front of the other. Slowly getting there. And that's it. I'm finally back, and I think just in time, because I can feel spitting rain and it's looking very threatening all of a sudden. Oh, after a while of being away, I'm back and I've enjoyed it. Hope you have as well. Whether you've enjoyed the Curry Stools, the scenery, or even just the journey, do not forget, everything you've watched, everything you've seen, this is nature.